Coach Kenyon, appreciate you joining Friday Night Football this evening. This last week was a tough one for you, your team, and really the Borah community. Your father meant so much to your program, Borah High School, and you lost him this week. How tough has this week been for you and your boys?
It's been pretty tough, but when you got the Borah community, like our buddy right here, John Anderson, coming in and surprising me here on a Friday afternoon, is always good. But it was awesome to kind of see those kids kind of work for something and want something emotionally, and to kind of see the results. I'm just kind of proud and happy for those guys to just feel that passion of winning and feel like they helped with the process.
How difficult was this last week, and how much did football, something that really bonded you and your dad, how much did just being with the team help kind of get you through this?
Oh, that was everything. Monday at practice, it was less than 24 hours, and I was just like, I don't know if I can hold it together. And when I got out there and just seeing the kids play football, wearing the green and gold, I was just like, all right, I can do this, and I got to do it for them, and they're trying to do this for me. And really, it just kind of bonded us even more. So it was awesome.
If you look at the game itself, I mean, what a battle. You guys, like you've been doing the last month, you put up points on the scoreboard, you make timely stops on defense. More than anything, though, you guys just stayed in the fight. How proud would your father have been of that effort that you guys gave?
Oh, yeah. He just likes kids working hard and just having them going to the best of their abilities. And, we kind of spotted him 14 points right out of the gate. I think that was maybe a little bit of a wake-up call, getting us out of that dream state there. And the kids responded, and that's what it's all about.
We got the ball. We got to keep it now.
You guys played a daunting schedule right out the bat. The last month it's been a little more manageable, but you've taken care of business. But how did those first few weeks kind of shape and mold you guys as a team and be able to go on this run?
Yeah, well, we had a lot of guys in and out with some injuries and some sicknesses. And so we were kind of plugging guys in positions the first 3 weeks that they'd never played before. And we couldn't really build any continuity. And, we kind of had a little team powwow after the Mountain View game and be like, what do we want this season to be? And we kind of talked it over, and we were like, okay, we got to make the changes, and putting those guys in those positions that they hadn't been before has kind of paid dividends now, because now we got multiple guys that can play the position, and where we really haven't seen that since I've been here at Borah, where we got some depth that we can kind of take with us and kind of know what we're doing and not have to kind of eliminate plays just because one guy goes out, which has been huge, I think, building on our success.
If you look at the 5A SIC, there are a lot of good teams and a lot of good players that get a lot of attention. Yeah. And if you pay attention, though, you know that you got one of the best players in the league in Parker Rushton. I mean, what has he meant to your team? And his production this year has just been off the charts for you guys.
Yeah. We kind of talked about rocks, and just a rock is always there. Nothing kind of changes the rock. And the first rock award we gave to was Parker Rushton, because he's always there, and he can take a beating, he gets chucked across the field, and he's just always there. And just being able to lean on him has been huge. With the amount of reps he's been getting at running back, we kind of had to take a little bit off at linebacker, but I mean, he was an all-conference linebacker last year as a sophomore, honorable mention. And so we knew that a guy that could make plays for us, and he's kind of brought that physicality for us. And the offensive line loves blocking for him because they know they're going to get him extra yards. And it's just, the team's easily able to rally around him because he's pretty selfless.
When you look in the mirror now, how much confidence are you guys playing with, and what is this team capable of?
Confidence is extremely high right now. 4 straight, it's 1 week at a time, though. We haven't had we'll have 0 wins next week. You know what I mean? 1 game at a time. And we got the best rivalry game in the state coming up, Borah versus Capital. If you can't get excited for that, you probably need to check your pulse out. So, we're just kind of excited for that game, and we'll just take it 1 game at a time. And, I think the sky's the limit. We just keep on building and building. I think we're kind of taking big leaps this last month. And, I told the team it's October football. It's the hunt for November. In Idaho, we crown a champion in November, and you got to be playing your best football in October to have a chance to play in November. So that's the goal there.
I tell you, that was going to be an exciting matchup next Friday. Finally back to Friday nights.
Yes.
Thursday night games. Max Clark over at Capitol. Corbin McCarney for you guys, been playing great lately. An awesome quarterback showdown there. There's only one way that we can wrap up this interview. Who is the number one fan of high school sports, particularly Borah, in the entire state of Idaho?
Well, that is John Anderson. He got distracted and left. He's probably asking some more questions about Borah football and the Boise State Broncos. So he's on his quest to get some more answers at the moment. I can hear him down the hallway, though.
You'll have to have him maybe swing by Capitol then, get you the lowdown.
I will, yeah. He's always got the best scouting reports.
I tell you, nothing like little John Anderson to help lighten the mood a little bit. But in all seriousness, Father Kenyon meant a lot to our community, the football team over there at Borah, and even Bishop Kelly. A funny story. They call him Father Kenyon, but he's not a father necessarily. He just came to Borah from Bishop Kelly, and so they tabbed him Father Kenyon. But either way, some heavy hearts there.